So, the perfect weapon. Not this perfect weapon, which is a good, fun, classic, underrated 90s action movie, which I reviewed on my channel long ago. The review is still up. Starring Jeff Speakman, who also did Street Night, Deadly Outbreak, two other underrated action films that I also reviewed on my channel. So feel free to check out my reviews for The Perfect Weapon, Deadly Outbreak, Street Night. They're all very fun action movies, all underrated, all so much better than the movie I gotta watch. The Perfect Weapon, kiss my ass. This is the perfect weapon. This is the perfect weapon. This is the imperfect weapon. It's also a shitty version of this movie, which I also reviewed. It's on my channel. Feel free to check it out. An underrated kick-ass movie. So it steals the title of this movie, and this is a piece of shit. It pretty much takes a lot of the plot, where it's the Big Brother state of affairs. Big Brother's watching you. You have one person who works with the system, and he's supposed to not have emotion, but then he turns on the people that made him their killer, and it takes place in the future. You want to see that done right, watch Equilibrium. You want to see it done a cheap piece of shit with a shitty lead, this guy named Johnny Messner. Yeah, Mess is right. Watch this movie. It takes place in year 2029. And the state, Big Brother, whatever, is watching over you and your family. And without the state, there will be wars. And Johnny Messner, he looks like Hitman. I'm like, I already saw a piece of shit Hitman with Timothy Olyphant. I didn't bother with that new shitty movie because the trailer looked like ass. And now we have another shitty Hitman. He's bald. We have a silhouette with him and two silenced pistols. I was waiting for a fucking barcode on the back of his head. And he shoots these people throughout this thing. You see his silhouette. He goes in this club. You have very incoherent heavy metal music. I like rock. I like heavy metal, but not the whether it's the high pitch or the lower pitch. No, I actually like, AC/DC, Metallica, that kind of shit. That's some good shit. This is just some incoherent, I don't know what the fuck anyone's saying shit. The hitman wannabe, and Johnny Messner, I don't know why they got this guy. He was a terrible actor. He sucked. He had no charisma. He had no intimidation, and I thought he sucked in his acting. He was in Anaconda 2, Hunt for the Blood Orchid. He was in, I think he was in The Equalizer and Tears of the Sun. I'm like, why the fuck did they get this guy? Apparently in the trivia, it was supposed to be Dolph Lundgren in the role. Dolph Lundgren at least would have helped the movie. I don't know if it would have saved it, but it would have been a much help because it's the Dolph, and the Dolph kicks ass. Watch I Come in Peace, Men of War, Command Performance, Showdown Little Tokyo, Red Scorpion, Universal Soldier, the list goes on. Johnny Messner? Fuck Johnny Messner. He sucked in this movie. Shoots a few people, steps on a guy's neck, shoots his target in the head, doesn't shoot this woman. He has some flashes of memory of a woman from before. Goes back. He's in his room. This fucking pyramid that blinks purple, pink, purple or pink. Anytime this pyramid gets a message, it blinks purple or pink and tells him the message. He meets Richard Tyson, who is the bad guy in Kindergarten Cop. And he was also in 3 O'Clock High. Tells him to come to see him and says, you gotta go see the boss, played by Steven Seagal. And reprogramming. He tries to escape, he gets a dart, and they're going to reprogram him. We have Seagal, who's in this film for 5 minutes, 6 minutes at most. That's pushing it. Might be even lower. Five, six, combined total of 5, 6 minutes at most. It literally is that. And he's got his fucking goatee again, his piss yellow sunglasses again. Seems like anytime nowadays he's got to have this hot young woman with him. He does this little thing where Richard Tyson goes, I don't want this guy dead. I think he could be reprogrammed. And we could teach him more stuff. And Seagal does this thing where he takes Richard Tyson's hand. You know, if I move your hand up, I can make you go up. Move your hand down, I can make you go down. And I can pretty much control you. Stupid, useless shit. And like a quick little flashback of Seagal's double kicking this previous protege and killing him in one kick. Pretty much Seagal's double. And I think you see a Seagal face, but it's like a special effect. It's supposed to be a younger Seagal. And you see it for like a split second. But you tell it's a double because it's like completely shadow over the face. I'm like, Seagal can't kick that well. It's bullshit. But Johnny Man's supposed to be reconditioned to be the perfect weapon. No, there is a perfect weapon. It's Jeff fucking Speakman. He escapes very easily, but you find out why it was so easily. Has this little fight in the bathroom, and the fight is this annoying where the camera goes up and down and does this throughout the whole thing. I hate that. Just keep the fucking camera still. I don't know why that's such a hard thing to do. Do they not have a stick to put a fucking camera on? Doing this does not make your movie more exciting. It makes it more annoying. No matter how many times people say that, they keep doing it. People have said it literally 1,000 times now, and they keep doing it. Ever since those shitty, overrated Born Identity movies. And yes, I watched them again like a year ago. They're shitty. They have like the same fucking plot 3 fucking times. And the fight scenes are god awful. So poorly edited and shaky cam, you can't understand what the fuck's going on. The plots is so fucking boring and they're literally the same fucking thing. Who am I? Who am I? You're a shitty movie. And that's why I don't bother with the last two. Fuck the Bourne movies. Yeah, Bourne as in bored, out of your mind. But because they're stupid editing and shitty shaky cam handheld and their shitty fights, including with a fucking newspaper, twist and shove it up your ass and read the headline. The headline says, you suck ass. And then we lead to all this fucking shaky cam shit. Eye to the bad guy in the bathroom with a bad CGI enhancement of blood spray. Go down the stairs. He gets shot, stunned, kind of stabbed in the back. Gets his pole, kind of goes under a guy's head, and the pipe goes through the guy's eye. And then puts the stun rod in the guy's mouth until his head blows up to CGI land. He finds this woman who she says, I was your wife and I was your lover. And I thought you were dead. And no, I've been held here. They did this little shaky firefight and the woman shooting and doing fucking cartwheels to get out of the way when all she could just run. But she has got to do cartwheels because they get in this truck, they get out. They're talking. He gives her back her necklace. They kiss in the shower. And then Vernon Wells from Commando, the Road Warrior, he pops up on the TV screen. And then the bad guys come in and catch those two. And Vernon Wells pretty much tortures our lead guy, Johnny Messner, because he's the interrogator. And he rips the lead guy's toenails. And he's interrogating him. Richard Tyson comes in and goes, hey, slicing off his manhood for your amusement is not how it should be. Vernon Wells pretty much tells him to go fuck himself. Richard Tyson shoots Vernon Wells in the head with another bad CGI enhancement blood spray. Shoots some others. Rescues Johnny Messner. Rescues the woman. Go back and says, I've been trying to help you out. That's why your escape was so easily earlier on. Because I want you to kill Steven Seagal and for freedom. And Johnny Mesner gets with the woman, has sex with her. And what's Seagal do in the meantime? Oh, you have a quick shot of him with this woman and her naked ass showing, laying face front, and he's sort of touching her, telling her about massage. This massage is this. I want to teach you this so that you can do it to me. Of course, Seagal got paid to have a sexy woman with her ass hanging out and touch her back. Man, must be lucky to be him. Fuck's sake. And then another funny thing is this one guy joins Johnny Mesner long enough for him to fight a guy on this little thing and fall down and die. It's like, well, we need a black guy in here, but we can't have him in it too long, so he's going to join you for about a minute, but then a minute or two after, he dies. So I'm like, what the fuck was the point of this guy in the movie at all? There was no point. So Johnny Mesner kills a few people, gets to Seagal, and Seagal easily beats him. Like he's flipping him, kicking him around easily, holds him to a chair, shows him the truth, and the truth is that Richard Tyson is an asshole, and that his woman, his lover, his wife, is fake, and they've been playing him so that he could go out and use the power of love to that will help with the weapon, and his memories of the woman was a lie. I'm like, so is fucking Hardcore Henry. Hardcore Henry did the same fucking thing, a programmed soldier, and this memories of his wife that was fake, and for the power of love be a powerful weapon. Watch Hardcore Henry. It's a much better movie than this. Much, 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 much better. So it has elements of Hardcore Henry, has elements of, has the title of this movie, has elements of this movie and Hardcore Henry. Watch all three of these movies. They're great movies. I reviewed all of them. The reviews are on the channel. I talked about why I enjoyed them. They're all 100 times better than this piece of shit, boring ass, dull as fuck movie with a horrible lead who fucking is a horrible actor. He does this, when he throws his chair and screams at the truth that's on the screen. He sucks his acting. He has this hoarse, over the top deep voice. Shitty character. Don't give a fuck about him. The guy, Johnny Mesner, comes back. The woman shoots Richard Tyson. The woman then looks at him and says, "You know what's going on, do you? Because I don't see the love in your eyes." And Johnny Mesner says, "It's too late." She tries to shoot Johnny Mesner. Johnny Mesner shoots her. Gives the necklace back because it was all a lie. Implants. Johnny Mesner talks to Seagal. Seagal talks about how he wants him to work for him, and Johnny Mesner says, "No, I don't." He takes a knife, quickly stabs Seagal. And then Mesner comes out ready to die, but I guess some guys who was watching him and liked him, they come in and kill the soldiers, and they're victorious on the rooftop. But guess what? Here's the twist. What a twist! As M. Night Shyamalan should say. What a twist! The person stabbed was Seagal's twin! There's another Steven Seagal wearing the same piss yellow sunglasses and goatee comes out. "Oh, my brother, thank you for the sacrifice." And then the other Seagal goes, "Avenge me, brother." And then that Seagal stabs that Seagal. And then during the credits, that Seagal gets on a helicopter. I kept saying spaceship throughout other reviews, but it looks like a spaceship. It's a helicopter of the future, but it acts like a spaceship, and he flies away like Poochie and the Simpsons to go live on another planet. I don't know. So this chopper or ship, I'm like, so he has a twin brother, so he died, but he did die, then he flies away in a spaceship. I mean, helicopter of the future. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I feel like the kid in the special helmet. I feel like the kid in the special helmet. I really do. I am. I feel like the kid in the special helmet. Of course it's cheap, but you know what? This cost like 20 million bucks. And it's a damn good movie. Better directing, better writing, better music, better cast, better lead. Still my favorite Christian Bale performance. My favorite Christian Bale film. I reviewed this film. Highly underrated. Love the flick. And again, if you don't watch a movie called The Perfect Weapon, just watch this movie. Watch this one. And some of the story elements is like Hardcore Henry. Watch Hardcore Henry. There's no reason to watch this film other than me going through a Seagal-a-thon. It's such a stupid twist, boring as hell movie. There's not a single action scene worth an iota of shit. There's not a single fight scene worth an iota of shit. The Nothing in the movie. The acting sucks. The lead guy is god awful. He's a terrible actor. The music is shitty heavy metal of the kind that you can't understand. And even at the end credits, that kind of music. I actually, like to hear some words, maybe a word or two. He, there's not one great thing I can say about this movie. If you're going for Seagal, you don't get 5 minutes of him. You did a very boring film. Not one single action scene worth of shit. I mean, it's sad to see Vernon Wells in there and Richard Tyson. I think they're decent actors, but it's sad that they're in the movie. They had a horrible lead, boring plot that you've seen done many times better, having a title to a better movie. Oh, it's a low budget. Hardcore Henry was a low budget. And that did an amazing job with shit. And that's a low budget movie, Hardcore Henry. Give me a break. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. The Perfect Weapon, my ass. Jeff Speakman's The Perfect Weapon. I wish he could kick Seagal's ass.